It is a choice that every one of us has to make between bowing down to the things of this world that are evil and wrong and bowing down before the true and the living God. And the images that Satan calls upon young people to bow down to today: pride, lust, many other things. Daniel, Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego restrained their desires in situations of temptation, and they said, "No, we will not bow down to the image." Now, Nebuchadnezzar could destroy the body but not the soul, and Jesus warned about those who could destroy the body and the soul. In Matthew 10 he said, "And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell." You have a body, but living inside of you is your soul, your spirit. That's the part of you that will live forever. The part of you that remembers, and the part of you that feels, the part of you that's the real you will live forever. And Jesus said, "Fear the one that can destroy both body and soul." That's the devil, because hell was created not for you but for the devil and his angels. And if you persist in bowing to the images of this world and rejecting the true and the living God in your life, then you are going to follow the devil to hell. Now, to disobey God's commands is called spiritual and eternal death. Now, these three Hebrews did not bow down. They stood up. They were the only ones of the thousands that were there, from the different languages and the nations and the ethnic backgrounds of the whole world of that day, that came to bow before the image of Nebuchadnezzar. They stood stiff like this as ramrods. They wouldn't bow. And of course, it was reported immediately to the emperor. Now, the alternates before them, they could have taken an alternate route. First, they could have bowed and avoided trouble. It would have compromised all that they believed in. They could have rationalized and said, "It's our duty to obey the king, and that's our first duty." But they had a higher law. They had the Ten Commandments. They had God. And secondly, they could have said, "It's just a matter of form. After all, religion is a matter of the heart. God knows that inwardly we're true to him, even though outwardly we'll bow down to the image." Or they could have stayed indoors that day. That would have been cowardly. They had an opportunity to witness to thousands that day, and they took an opportunity to do it. Jesus said, "He that loveth father and mother more than me is not worthy of me." The Bible says, "If sinners entice thee, consent not. Follow not the multitude to do evil."